So everybody's asking, why does the throwout bearing keep coming out of the pressure plate on my car? Third time it's happened. First of all, it's because I'm using an aftermarket throwout bearing. Apparently the OEM works a lot better. So now I got an OEM one. But anyway, so basically, here's how this stupid pull system works. This ring snaps into the pressure plate, which you can see I've got one in there right now. And then once that's snapped in, the throwout bearing is on the transmission. You bolt the transmission on and you hammer on the fork here, pushing the throwout bearing forward, and that snaps it into the ring. Now when it's snapped into this ring, these fingers come out and wedge everything together into the pressure plate. Now you have a pull style pressure plate instead of a push style. Mitsubishi says the reason is I guess the geometry is supposedly better, it's more efficient, takes less pedal effort, more travel, I don't know, blah blah blah. Anyway, all I know is it sucks for me. So now the reason it's coming off is when you go to take the transmission off, you actually push forward on the throwout bearing, which pushes the throwout bearing and the collar, because there's some spring washers in here. It pushes everything towards the pressure plate, release pressure. Then you can put a screwdriver between the throwout bearing and the collar and twist, which pops the throwout bearing off. Then the transmission comes off, and that stays, and that can stay in the pressure plate. Now the reason why it's happening while I'm driving is basically I am disengaging the clutch to take it out of gear. When I'm letting the pedal go too fast, it's slamming itself forward, which recreates the whole thing that you want to do there when you're trying to take it all out. It slams forward, all the pressure's released, it pops out on its own. Now I have no clutch. And unfortunately, the transmission has to come off so the input shaft clears. Then the throwout bearing comes out, which allows me to go back in and snap this ring back in, and then snap the throwout bearing back into the ring, and I have to take the transmission completely off to do that. Now it's such a problem that they actually make these stoppers, which I bolt to the transmission, and it keeps the fork from slamming forward. So maybe I didn't have it adjusted right. I'm not really sure. Actually, I guess it goes that way. I'm not really sure, but either way, it came undone.